Yo, what's good? It's Chairman House of Barf. Got a whole lot going on. It's always crazy. Just something real quick that's just kind of on my mind is I was just kind of thinking about was the concept of money, which we've touched on before. If you know money, you understand this already, but sometimes I think, and I don't even have my laptop or nothing up, do we understand the definition of money? Do we get the definition of money? And I don't know the definition. I still don't understand note exactly. I don't trade notes. You know what I'm saying? So I still don't fully understand notes. But essentially there's this thing on the dollar bill that says, this is a note or something like that. If you pull out a dollar bill, let me see. Let's see if I got a dollar bill. Ugh. Oh, crap. Can't find a dollar bill. Let's see if I can find a dollar bill. Where is it at? Federal Reserve note. It says it on the dollar bill. It says it on the bills. And essentially, I get the concept that essentially, the lender of the note, you owe money when you give it back to them. And that right there throws a lot of people off. It's how do I owe more money because I'm carrying this dollar? To an extent, think of it as like a credit card. You know what I'm saying? So Peroni. Think of it as like a credit card. You get the credit, you use it, and then what? You owe them some real money back. But what did they really give you? I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? We got regulators looking at this. How much credit are they giving out that's actual money? Where are they getting this credit that they're giving out? There's regulators on top of it. We don't want bank crises from 2008, 2009, and 2022 or 23 and 1987. We don't want these crises to happen. So we can't just allow banks to just keep giving out more loans. I mean, to an extent, there's like a reserve rule or something that we got to look up that a bank for every dollar can give out 10 times as much that they actually have. And the thing that's crazy about money is it's like it used to be backed by something, at least. Can't remember who it was, France or somebody, started a party of, let's ask America if they have all of our gold or something. Let's just ask them. Because we're holding the USD and they're holding our gold. But how do we know that all of us, if we took our gold out at once, that the USD would have it? And guess what? They didn't. I believe they created the fiat currency, which has been known to not be successful in other countries. Other countries have tried it. Don't quote me. Venezuela or something. You want to look, we got to look it up. The fiat currency has been known not to work in economies over a period of time. I don't know how long it can last, but the USD has been surviving. People believe in the USD. Supposedly, the United States has never, and I mean never, supposedly, allegedly. That's why I love my lifetime. Because I promise I've seen it all. Did it all. Who was that? Shorty Low? I feel like I did it all. Like I got to see Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I even got to see Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in their last years. When Magic Johnson had the knee brace on and was doing the Kobe Bryant before Kobe Bryant, the backing you down. Magic Johnson was backing people down from the half court line. As soon as he came across that, he was like, man, come on, man. Y'all know, come on. Take it easy on me. 91, 92. I've seen all Emmitt Smith run for the most yards. Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, Michael Johnson, the track star, Michael Phelps, Dominique Dawes. Didn't really get to see it, but the black astronaut lady, I got to see her picture. I don't know if I got to see her be an astronaut. Had an earthquake in Maryland, a tornado in Maryland. uh, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, President, First Lady, um, the legalization of cannabis, you know, like done did it, seen it all. I mean, not at all, but it's a great generation to be a part of, you know? So the United States Treasury supposedly has never defaulted. I don't know, since what, 1776, I guess? Has not defaulted on a loan. Well, guess what? If it wasn't for Janet Yellen, and Janet Yellen inspires me. These people, whether you like them or not, these people inspire me because I'm like, she's flying to China. Listen, you bitch ass. You better not call us out on that loan because that's what they can do. They can say, rich people can work shit out. You know how we have a date? If I give the U.S. Treasury some money right now and it was due February 15, 2024, February 15, 2024, I ain't playing. But at the same time, I know, I don't want to mess with them either. But I'm like, no, I want my money. Rich people, I think they got different rules. I think they could say, you can roll this over. You know what I'm saying? Like an old, Verizon plan. We can roll this over. AT&T, whoever it was doing rollover minutes and whatever, we'll roll it over. Options, they do roll over too. Got Janet Yellen flying over there. Old people shouldn't be flying. No offense. We saw kind of what happened to Bernie Mac. You're traveling too much. That stuff messes with your organs. It moves it all up and down and whatnot. You don't need to be doing that. She's taking a 15-hour flight. That stuff inspires me. That gives me hope that I'm going to be doing that shit. I'm going to be like, got to go to China real quick. President Xi Jr. is out of control. He's trying to call the U.S. out on a $34 trillion debt that he know he ain't got. And if we default, the credit rating of the United States, you can say goodbye to it. The never defaulted on any loan. People are not going to be investing just like it happened before when they had to create the fiat currency. People say, no, we're calling you out. Okay, so we're calling you out. So you ain't going to give us a couple more years? No 2028, none of that. We want our gold now. Bunch of countries got together and did it. So now, instead of it being, hey, honey, do you want to go to the bank and get some USDs? They're throwing it at us. We're twerking for it. Our twerk is giving up our time. At least 40 hours a week. At least. And if you're a business owner or whatever, you're probably working more. We go twerk for it. They put it in our pockets. Again, they just print it out. They have a printing machine. So it costs money to run the machines, hire the employees, put their stamp on it, put the technology that they use behind it, all that shit. That costs money. So when they give you $1, it ain't no dollar. It's $1.50. It's $1.75 or $1.60, whatever it is, $1.10, whatever it is. Now you have to figure out a way to get it back to them at the lowest interest rate you possibly can. What's the benefit of carrying around the USD? It's powerful. You can pretty much use it in a bunch of different countries. You can exchange it. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of different things you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't really think about it. The only thing we think about is we can spend it to acquire, to consume. But in its kind of sense, it should be turned around. It's like, hey, do you want this USD? For what? What do I have to give you to get your USDs? Why do you need USDs? Oh, because this credit card company I'm dealing with doesn't accept Bitcoin or gold or anything else. I need USDs. Well, how's your company paying you? Well, my company's paying me in cryptocurrency, gold, something. It shouldn't just be, these USDs thrown at us. We should be able to have an asset to be able to exchange. We go to a bank and say, hey, look, I'm going to give you this plant. I'm going to give you this plant. How many USDs can I get? That plant's worth 12 USDs. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Then they hold the plant. Now it would get crazy because then, you know what I'm saying, you would have to come possibly buy the plant back. Kind of like a stock or kind of like an option. That's kind of how the USD should be. But it's not like that. They send it out. They put it in your pockets. They force it in your pockets. They're going to put it on your credit cards and all this stuff. And you're walking around thinking you have money. No, you have, or we have paper money. Now it needs to be churned into real money. And how is that? Through interest, through taxes, through all that. Because now they get the dollar back. And what do they want to do with it? They don't want that shit. You ever realize somebody who sells some shit don't even take that shit? Somebody who sells weed don't even smoke. Somebody who sells tobacco don't even smoke. Somebody who sells alcohol don't even drink. Somebody who sells pizza don't eat cheese. You know, or whatever it is. They don't eat, you know, whatever it is. It's like, y'all sell that shit. And not so much other shit. Like, not if you're like a personal trainer or something. But a lot of times, people who pump stuff don't even want that shit. Guarantee you, if I had a distillery, I'd probably stop drinking beer. If I sold cigars, I'd probably stop smoking tobacco, which I don't really smoke much tobacco. I'm trying to get a job, and I don't want the health people saying, "Oh, we heard you, we got to raise your premiums," you know. But seriously, once I start doing that shit, I'm good. I'm cutting into my profits. You know, I'll have one or two every now and then with the fellas, with the friends. But the government don't want those USDs. You know what they do with it? They burn it. You open up a credit card. They give you credit. You go spend it up. What do? You say, "Oh, honey, I got a bonus." Go ahead. Send it to the credit card company. You give it to them. They take that money. Now, the credit card company may do something different with it. You know what I'm saying? They probably put it somewhere in a reserve or something. But you send that money back in taxes to the USD, to the treasury. Man, that shit getting burnt. They don't want that shit. Now, they'll keep some of it in circulation. But it's like, all right, for every, such and such dollar we get, take one out and just burn it. How is that? Because it's taking the USD out of circulation, making it more valuable. I've used the example before. I kind of think that's what the Handmaid's Tale is about. It's kind of like they're losing a population of women because right now, supposedly, women is 3-2 or something. They said it may even be higher, like 4-2. For every 3 women, there's 2 guys. So right now, if you're in a different country where the ratio is different, you could be in a country where it's 1-2. For every 1 woman, there's 2 guys. Now that's tough. Now you got guys twerking, fucking doing backflips, trying to get the most professional job in the world to get a woman. And that's what I mean. If you're in a country that's 3-2, you may be like, I'm good. Like I'm fine. So you put something in the economy, the value kind of drops down a little bit. Or not even women. Just take a cup of glass and put some juice or some liquor in it or something, and then put some water in it. Now, how much water are you going to put in it? Because the more water you put in it. Now, let's say you had a fancy machine that could pull water out of alcohol or out of juice. Now you can pull the water out, and now you got more concentrated juice. So same difference with the dollars. With the inflation, you got sales tax and everything going on, and then you got property taxes. They're raising the property taxes, or credit card companies are raising the interest rate. They're sucking all that money out of circulation like a big vacuum. You're like, what the fuck is happening to all my money? It's getting out of circulation because they got to get the USD stronger. The USD stronger means that you can get to the gas station and you can put in $20 and fill your tank up. The USD stronger, it takes less to get more. You get more bang for your buck, and there's less dollars in the economy, meaning that you can't just splurge. We can't just all splurge. Yeah, prices are lower, inflation is down, interest rates are down, but ain't nobody got no USDs. They all been sucked out of the system, and nobody's accepting Bitcoin and gold and whatever, all that. So we're kind of like, yo, we need more USDs in the system. You know, we got to get more jobs. And then y'all got to pay us more money. And then we can spend more money. So it's a whole cycle of things. And if you kind of like think about it, I'm not trying to say anything like school or anything, then you can say to yourself, what am I doing with my dollar? Is it a good time to just exchange it, you know, for some precious metals, or exchange it for some Canadian money or whoever's dollar? You know what I'm saying? Just kind of figure it out. And every day I'm holding this dollar, I owe money on this dollar every day. It's kind of like credit, you know, even though I worked for it, you know. So it's a whole lot to think about with money. And even in the sense of taking that paycheck and doing what, in my personal opinion, paying ourselves first. Us first. Pay ourselves first. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Please support House of Barf. It will help sustain future episodes, as well as please support Langston Mansion's Drink Stand Adventure. I'll definitely go over that in a second. I don't have it in front of me right now, but yeah. And trust me, be much appreciated, and all donations are welcomed. And thank you so much. I definitely do appreciate it. All right. Well, I appreciate anybody and everybody who decided to take time out of their day to come kick it with your mans. I appreciate it. I'm Chan Man. This is House of Barf.